attended the CAG office some 2 months ago. You could tell there was something in the air. When Rachel informed us all that we had reached the 2 million figure, Haley then had one of these things that you go to weddings with and pour the confetti. Right? It was a marvellous occasion, and it gave Irene the chance, with that confetti in the air, to steal the last cheese and onion sandwich that was on the table. But I think it's important that when we got there, we realised that there were so many people when we started this off that said, oh, they'll never manage that, they'll not do that. And the branch, the chair, stuck rigidly to supporting us. There was no danger that they were going to do anything different. And remember, this is a branch, not just one group of tradesmen or women, but different. And people of no trade, different politics, different views, good debate at the branch, arguments at the branch, good arguments at the branch, by the way. But at the end of the day, they were committed 100% for what we were trying to achieve. And at times, I look at things and say, I'll be 80 next year. Why did it take us so long to find out about it? Indeed. That's what worries me. We could have been doing this when I was 65. Because what it's meant to me is, I started my time at 16. And that's me 64 years in the union. And nothing has given me more pleasure, more satisfaction than what we've managed to achieve. Because when you're running about and you're a shop steward and you're blacklisted and whatever, what does make it understandable is we've achieved something that folk will say, oh, you can't do that, they'll never manage that. And look at us all, a nice full house. But what I'm going to say, I can't get away and not say something about my pal Sammy. Because I remember when he got his money, and the first thing he done was phone me up and says, and you'll excuse me, I might need one of Bob's beepers on this. But what he said quite clearly was, right Biggie, get your ass off that settee, we've got work to do. And from that moment, introducing us to CAG, they came to the branch. John Mitchell was our first to get his money. And folk then became interested, not because of the money, but because it was achievable. That was what was so important to us all. This was achievable. Now when Irene, Ray, Joe and others, they come to our committee meetings at CAG, we have not just become colleagues, we have become friends. And that's so important, that you work and you meet other people so interested in yourself. But I'll remember the wee tale that Alison said that Sammy and me talk as if we're behind the goals of a football match. We've got the loud voices, and Sammy was no different. And she'd be in the house. And Sammy would be phoning me to tell her what was going on. And Alison would say, hello Jake! What's Sammy? And she could hear what we were saying all the time. She must have. She told me this, and she said, I used to laugh. She was listening into the conversation and she said, Jesus Christ, they're not very good for the Queen's English. But we were getting there, we were getting the job done. And I have to thank everybody that's been playing a role in this. But one thing we must always remember, see if people like CAG, like the Unite Branch, like the councillors that helped us, like Andy White, who did all our training, like Liz Newman, who assisted us. We became insurmountable because everybody was trying their best for achievement. And I say to Sammy's daughter, what a fucking belter he was head.